Welcome to our spiritual playground. This podcast is a playground for spiritual growth. When you're here, you will experiment with energy, embrace joy and laughter, manifest miracles, and meet the soul sisters you've always wanted.
Think of this as an enchanted nook where you can explore ideas, energy, healing, and everyday magic with openness, curiosity, and a little sparkle. We believe spirituality gets to be practical and playful. No rules, no pressure, just permission to feel what's true for you. So take a breath, pull on your sweats, and come play with us. In today's episode of our spiritual playground, we're exploring the power of I am and how spirit already knows your truth and supports you.
We'll see how the words you choose can shape your reality and how miracles are truly all around us in everyday moments like a sunset or even a puppy's paw. Let's dive in and discover that magic together. We hope you enjoy playing with these ideas. Hey, Sue.
Hi, Heather. How you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to see you.
Right back at you.
Your sparkly face, your sparkly glasses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Woo! It's like magic.
It's like a little butterfly when you take it off.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm so excited for our time together.
I know.
And what we're going to talk about today, because we never know what that's going to be.
No, but I know that you have a story you want to tell me about something that happened, and I'm so excited to hear it.
Okay.
So awesome. Lay it on me.
All right. So yesterday, I was feeling that I needed to physically move. And I used to regularly teach fitness classes that are low impact and high energy, and they're just walking based moves. And I had done it a ton before COVID in person. And then when the pandemic happened, I started doing it virtually. And so I have all of these recordings in my phone of me doing these exercise classes because I was doing them live on in Facebook in a private group. So then I just downloaded them and I have all these recordings. And so I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to work out with me today. So I took my phone and I hit the little mirror signal so that it would go to the TV. I picked the video. And what's interesting is in each of these videos, not only am I walking, but I'm talking throughout the whole thing about all kinds of different things. And at the end, I do an intention setting. And so I pulled up this video and I just start cracking up at myself, right? Because I'm walking along and I'm doing the moves and I'm following me and it's a hoot. And I'm saying things, and it is like the 2020 version of me is speaking to the 2026 Sue right now. Like I was saying things to myself that I freaking need to hear.
Yep.
It was so awesome. It was so awesome. And I've done this once or twice before, but it had been a while. And so I was so pumped and so excited. And I did the whole workout. I did the intention setting. And so then I sat down to do something that I call soul scribing, which is writing from your inner wisdom, you can say it's writing from that part of you that knows, or your soul. So I sat down with my journal because when we're moving, it's a great way to open up that channel, that connection. And so this is what I wrote. So I said, I just worked out with myself and I set an intention at the end of the video. And the intention was all about I am. And it was all about calling the I am into the now and the importance of what we are saying to ourselves truly all the time. And so my conversation with spirit was, what message, and then I put a unique one with a little like winky face. What message, a unique one, like any message from spirit wouldn't be unique. Come on. But I like to, I like to grease the skids. So I said, what message, a unique one, can you and I share about this topic? I would like some joyful gems to break into, and I asked for just joyful gems to break into different little video clips to share with people
Mhm. Yeah.
because I feel like it's important for us to be able to digest a little at a time.
Yeah.
And so here's what I received. Dear Sue, and this is for all of us. The
Okay.
spirit,
Can I pause you for one
oh,
second and
yeah,
just say, so this is you. People might know this is automatic writing or channeled writing or
yes,
even journaling,
yeah,
but this is you. You did your workout, you got your inspiration, and you
yeah,
sat down and you asked for guidance, and this is you writing.
correct.
Okay.
Yes. And here is my beautiful little journal.
Oh, so
Isn't that cute? Yeah.
cute.
And so this is what came through because this isn't my conscious thought. This is just what I allowed to receive.
Yep.
So we wrote, the spirit that resides in you knows, and I'm going to preempt this with every time something is all capitals, it's very emphasized, and sometimes it's one or two or even three underlines, which is like, feel this deeply, is how it is what it feels like to me. The
Mhm.
spirit that resides in you knows who you are and what you do. It knows the truth. It knows the way and is supporting you every day. When you say I am, there can be so much untruth. And this is in quotes.
Mm.
It's the untruth that hurts and discourages you. If the I am is strong and healthy and wise, your limit, as you say, can reach the skies. And if your I am is weak and struggling and unwise, then this can truly be your demise.
Mm.
For what you say, underlined, and what you do, underlined, must align to be true. When you say, I am fat, I am poor, I am not cool, you'll keep bringing more of the same to you. Say what you mean. Underlined, mean is double underlined. Say what you mean because words are power and they have the ability to shape and shower you all. I'm sorry, shape and shower you with all you desire and more, or keep you stuck right behind the door. The door is your opportunity, it is your power and grace. The door leads to all and the magic you can make. The I am stuck and the I am spent will keep you far from your magnificence. Your true magnificence within is already there. And for you to see and feel it, get ready to get clear. Shift your I'm sorry, I scribbled some stuff out. And for you to see and feel it, you must be clear. Shift your thinking. Believe all is possible. Miracles, large and small, abound. Just look around and see, capital SEE, truly see what is created for you and me. And then the word C came in as an acronym that stands for Sacred Energy Evolving,
Mm.
SEE, Sacred Energy Evolving. And then it goes into the ocean, miracle, the sun, miracle, the sun setting, miracle, available to everyone. A
Mm.
flower, miracle, a breath, miracle, a shoe, miracle to take your next step. Miracles are everywhere. You don't have to look far. Just open your eyes, and if your eyes don't see, feel it all. What a prize for thee. A puppy paw, miracle. A bat. I know both kinds of bats are miracles, but I was picturing a baseball bat. A puppy paw, miracle. A bat, miracle. A couch, huge miracle. A hat, miracle. It is all creation and all miraculous. Be present and open your mind to the miracles around us.
Mm.
There's a lot of juicy stuff in there.
Love it so much. So much.
Uh,
Mm.
so talk about what I asked for was like little some a message I can break into chunks.
Mhm.
So good. There's so many gems in
Mhm.
this message about so many different things. So I would love to talk about this with you.
Mhm.
And I know I just read it. So if there's things that stuck out, go right ahead and start talking, or I can go back and reread sections, whatever works for you.
Well, my mind was bouncing at all the different sections. My mind was like, oh, yeah, and this, and that, and this, and that. And so, um, first of all, I just want to say that, we started this conversation before we press record about how spirit meets you where you are. And it's always just gently, lovingly, a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. And so, part of what that looks like for me uh, is reminding me of how I already know something, reminding me of where I've experienced it before, helping me take this information and make a leap with it. This is how you've experienced this in your life. And so there was a lot of that happening as you were reading what you wrote.
Yeah.
Um, and um, and of course, miracles. That's my jam.
Yeah. I
Miracles are all
know.
around.
I couldn't
Um,
wait to share this with you.
and um, yeah. So I guess I want to bounce it back to you for 1 second and ask, like, what felt miraculous to you in that? Was there something miraculous about the timing? Was there something miraculous about the way it shifted your energy or supported
Mm.
your energy, or what felt miraculous with that to you, for you?
Oh my gosh, so many things. So I was telling you a tiny bit before we hit record about a challenging situation with a family member yesterday, and that one of the other family members said that, well, that would be a miracle if that happened. And just by her saying that would be a miracle, it made me think of this message because I had just written it that morning. And I happened to have the journal in the car. So I went out and I got it and I read it to her. And it was like these beautiful little, that her saying that connected to this message. And then this message led her to saying, when I got finished, she's like, you should be on, I'm just going to say the talk show, right? It doesn't matter. She said, you should be on Jimmy Kimmel. And I said, really? Why should I be on Jimmy Kimmel? Like, she said, because
Why
people
not?
need to hear what you're saying. They need to receive this message. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I mean, I don't know why she chose Jimmy Kimmel, and it doesn't matter. Obviously, unless Jimmy Kimmel wants to have us, hey, we're available.
We're
Anyway,
around.
we're available. Yeah. But her saying that, she's like, people need to hear what you're saying. Like the world needs to hear what you're saying. Truly, not because I'm saying it is how I interpreted it, but that we can use this message. We can use this reminder and these connections. And so that led me to the next conversation with her. That was, oh my gosh, there is a way that people can now hear what we're saying. And I told her that was my introduction to her to the podcast, because at this at the time people don't know about it, it's not public yet. And so I did share it with her, and it led to shifting the whole entire energy of the situation that we were in, that was very challenging and aggravating, frustrating, and scary.
Mm,
So it really just, it shifted in such a beautiful way. So that was a freaking miracle, because
right?
I
Yeah.
asked spirit for patience before I went into that situation yesterday, because I knew that it was going to be hard for me,
Yep.
and it's hard for the people involved. So that was such a beautiful, beautiful miracle. What else? Oh my gosh, just the when this messaging comes through, for me personally, I feel it. So when I say to you, it's all caps or it's underlined, like, oh, like if I could exaggerate it to you, like, see, when you just look around and see, truly see, it's it's such a powerful feeling. And one of the things that really struck me was that all of the times that we're saying I am, like, I'm an idiot, I just took a wrong turn, I am so fat, or nothing fits, I am this, I am that, I'm this and that, and that our I ams are keeping us firmly
That's
where
powerful.
we may not really want to be, right?
Mhm.
Probably not.
Mhm.
And that when we shift what we say. Let me find that section.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that part too because it's really, that's another thing that I find spirit is always wanting to do. I'm guessing that in your work with your clients, there are so many moments where you say something and someone says, "I was just thinking about that. I've been trying to do more
oh,
of that." Right? Spirit
yeah.
is always reminding you you can do something here. You're not powerless. So it's as simple as changing what you're saying to yourself. And even in there, people, energy is habitual. So if you tend to talk
Mm,
unkindly to yourself, you tend to talk unkindly to yourself. But you can say, instead of, I'm so fat, none of my clothes fit, I'm noticing that I might want to change my eating habits. I'm noticing maybe I want things to be different. You
yeah.
don't have to lie to yourself. You don't
No.
have to become a totally different person. Meet yourself where you are. Be kind. And
Yeah.
that's the way you are changing. And spirit is meeting you right there. And this message is saying, just switch the words up a little bit. It's powerful the impact it's gonna make.
It's huge. It's huge. That line that said, say what you mean because words are power. Have you heard this expression before? I heard it and I went, words are power and words can cast spells. They
Mm-hmm.
literally cast spells and they create.
Yeah.
And that is why it is called spelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Isn't that
I love
so freaking cool? When I heard that, it was like
that. Boom.
mind
Yeah.
blown. Um, so with the say what you mean because words are power and they have the ability to shape and shower you with all you desire and more or keep you stuck right
Mm-hmm.
behind the door. And that door is like whatever it is that you're wanting, the door of opportunity to better health, the door of opportunity to learning, to a relationship, to a different job, to more peace in your life, whatever it is. And it's also the door. It's the door is your opportunity. It is your power. I'm sorry, it is power, it is grace. So it's also this grace
Mm-hmm.
we're feeling like all these things about beating ourselves up. And oh, this is what I was going to say to connect to what you said. Um, so we're not lying to ourselves is only going to make us feel even worse.
Right?
So if we say like, oh, I'm so fat, nothing fits, none of my clothes fit. If we change it to like, oh, you're so beautiful and skinny. Well, you're not feeling it. So if you're not feeling it, if your words and your feelings are not in alignment, then it's going to be a mistruth. It's going to be a, what was the wording? Untruth.
Mm-hmm.
Untruth. Is that even a word? I love it. It's an
I think it's a
untruth.
word. I think
Is it
it's
a
a
word?
word.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's going to be an untruth for us. So when we can just take a step and say, I'm open to a change. I'm open to focusing in a different way.
Yep.
Or I'm open to the possibilities. I'm open to solutions
It's so
instead of staying
powerful.
in
I'm
trauma.
open to the possibility of feeling different.
Yeah,
Just that
yeah.
is
It's huge.
huge.
It's huge. So that
And
that is
even neurologically,
uh,
like it's telling your brain to look for new different possibilities. Uh, it's working on all the levels. It's working on all the levels. I love that so much.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
our brain, we're scanning.
Yeah.
Where I feel like this is tied to one of the other conversations we had about miracles is
Yeah.
that, and I'm going to get into that part in just a minute, but
Yeah.
when we are seeing the small ones, we're
Right.
starting to just realize like, oh, and so I'm going to
Yeah.
transition into that part with the miracles. It was like miracles, large and small, abound. Just look around and see sacred energy evolving, truly see what is created for you and me. The ocean, it's a freaking miracle. I don't know that I ever thought of the ocean as a miracle. The sun is a miracle. Like that's why we're here, right? That's why we're still alive. One of the big
Yeah.
reasons is like we have the sun, and the sun setting is a miracle. And I do believe a lot of us, tune into that where it's commonplace to share pictures of sunsets and share the beauty. And so
Mhm.
I do feel like that
Yeah.
helps me to be present and see the miracle. But I don't know that I am always thinking about like, well, the sun is a miracle and so is the ocean and so is, but and then a breath is a miracle and a shoe so that you can take your next step and be comfortable and
Mhm.
not have gravel in between your toes. That's what it felt like to me. A shoe is a miracle. But this one came through as my little pup was sitting next to me, a puppy
Oh.
paw. And I could see her little puppy paw was tilted up as she was laying there. And I was like, oh my gosh, a puppy paw is a miracle.
Hmm.
Yeah. And a bat. I don't know why a bat came through, a baseball bat, but it's a miracle. Like I'm open. A couch is a definite miracle because I love my couch so much. And a hat, it's for so many different reasons. It is all creation and all miraculous. Be present and open your mind to the miracles around us.
Mm.
So I mean, I could talk
Well,
about this for all day
so
long.
uh, I mean, there's a million things I want to say,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
on this idea of a bat being a miracle, a shoe being a miracle, um, I lead the Miracles Club. I talk about miracles all the time, and I talk about watching the miracles to see how you're being lined up, how you just trust it. Take the next inspired action. Okay, so two-parter here. One
Yeah.
is that you took this inspired action to do the writing,
Hmm.
not thinking this is going to be the answer to all my problems, not thinking that it's going to just, well, maybe this is going to give me some content for social media. That's what I'm inspired to do right now. And, this is something that consistently boosts my energy and my mood,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So you're taking care of yourself. You're
Hmm.
nurturing your relationship with spirit and you're taking care of yourself. And you write this message. Oh, cool. I love it. That's awesome. Great. You go. Spirit knows already what's happening, how to support you. You go, this is hard. It's a hard situation you're in. It's not easy stuff you're doing. And you can't figure out how to make it easier. But you don't have to. Spirit's already got you. Spirit already gave you the message. So when this person said the word miracles, you said, oh, wait, just right there. I have a miracle. And you
Yep.
brought that in. And that's happening all the time. We're being looked out for all of the time. It's learning how to trust that that's happening, to sort of loosen
Mm.
our grip on making things happen and making sure everything's okay, that we can start to see, oh, spirit's got me. And so you were checking something and you had told me a little bit about this story, and I pulled out my miracles mantra deck and just asked, give me a mantra that's perfect for this episode. And
Ooh, fun.
right.
I love
And
it.
it says, my timing is perfect. My life is unfolding perfectly.
Oh my God. You just cannot make this
Right?
stuff up.
Okay.
Oh,
um, and the way that I talk about miracles is like A Course in Miracles, the switch from fear to love, the switch from
yeah.
this is hard, I don't know what to do, I can't fix it, it's not the way it's supposed to be,
Mhm.
to spirit's got me. I
Yeah.
I am all that is, and I am safe, right?
Ugh.
And if you think about, I don't know if you've ever had one of those moments where you're just having like a hard day and somehow the sun finds you and you just lift your face up and you just take it in and you feel the sun
Hmm.
do the work of shifting your energy,
Yes.
right?
The vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you've had a pair of shoes that you love and you put them on and you're like, you know what, I kind of am a hot ticket.
Mhm. Yeah. Or I'm so
Right?
comfy. I mean, that's where I am
Or I'm
now in
so
my life. Like
comfy.
I'm just so comfy in these shoes. And
Yeah.
that's what I care about more than the fanciness at this point in
Yeah.
my life, which is great. Everybody does their own thing. When
Exactly. You look at the ocean and you feel
right.
that energy shift. All of these things, you pick up a bat, you're in the mood to play all of a sudden,
Yeah.
right? All of those things that you mentioned can shift our energy, can move us out of a place of this is hard to maybe I could feel different.
Yeah, absolutely. Even a hat. So
Mhm.
as I'm going through, I'm like, I kind of I let go of me needing to interpret each piece. So I'm so glad you're picking it up and playing with it, like each little item that was mentioned about a miracle. The hat part is such a miracle because there are days that I just don't want to take the time, or I don't have the time to spend, zhuzhing up the hair. And one way that a hat is absolutely a miracle for me is I love hats. And so I have a bunch and I'll throw a hat on and I'm like, let me throw on some lipstick and go tackle my day
Yep.
first. Second is I don't know if this is true, but it's true for me that blue eyes are really sensitive to the sunlight. And so
Oh,
I spend a lot of the summer with a hat, like a baseball cap or some kind of sun hat, because I'm squinting. Even with
yep.
sunglasses on, the sun comes down, and so I like to have it here.
Mm.
And so absolutely a miracle, because when I don't have that, it's frustrating. I'm squinting, even though I'm in this beautiful lake and, at the beach,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like, oh my gosh, you have a hat. Thank you so much. Ah, it feels miraculous. It
Yes.
just helps you feel so much better.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, this is so
So
good. Again, I feel like every conversation that we have, we could talk for hours and hours and hours, but
me too. Me too. So I wonder if there's a practice that we can share with people inspired by this writing, inspired by this
oh yeah.
conversation.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. I agree.
and is there anything that's kind of jumping out to you?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Beautiful.
It is tied to the video of the walking based video, the fitness
Mhm.
video that I did. So the intention that I set at the end of that video, which again, just like this, I never know, or I never knew what the intention was going to be. And so I asked in front of everybody live, um, you know, just in my head, like what is meant for everyone today? What would be the most helpful intention today? And so when the message I am came through, I started talking about all the different I am statements, excuse me. And then I invited everyone after I modeled it to create a list of I ams of what you truly feel. And it was, what is the song? There was a song that's called You Will. And I was talking about how shifting from what you want to the energy of it's here now. So there's not the distance between it. And it's not that we're lying to ourselves, but to say, like, I want to be strong. Well, you are freaking strong, Heather. You are
Mhm.
strong. You're strong right now. So great. You want to be stronger? Great. But focusing in on whatever that is. So
Mhm.
I modeled that and talked about, I am powerful and I am creative and I am this, I am that. I shared the stuff that came through for me, and I encouraged everyone to either say it in the moment, or if they had a journal, they could write it down. So a practice where we're talking about this, I'm going to say it one more time. A lot of the I ams that we're telling ourselves are untruths. And so even though it might feel like, well, I am really fat, or I am really not capable of doing XYZ. But if that's not what your heart knows to be true, right? Because
Mhm.
this is us speaking from the heart, and it's not also, excuse me, also what you really want, then how can you shift your I am so that it feels better? So
Mhm.
that you're shifting that energy from I am weak to I am strong, because
Mhm.
you are strong.
Mhm.
It's just the I am we get so used to. This is one of the things I was going to share with you too. I want to say, and we can Google it to find out, but I want to say that like 90% of our thoughts are repeated thoughts.
Oh yeah.
That's a crazy high number, but it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, according to whoever researched it, it's true. But that makes sense to me. I'm repeating all the time
Mhm.
thoughts. And so if we're repeating this, I am weak, or I am struggling, or I'm no good at this, or I'm dumb, or whatever it is, like it can truly be your demise, as it says in this message.
Mhm.
For what you say and what you do must align to be true. And so by when you say I am fat, I am poor, I am not cool, you will keep bringing more of the same to you.
Mhm.
So think about what you really want to bring to you
Mhm.
and create your I ams to
Mhm.
represent that.
And also, there's that black and white thinking, that all or nothing thinking,
Yeah. Yep.
right? Well, I was doing really good saying I'm open to new possibilities, but then I forgot and I, woke back up to the voice in my head telling me I'm really
Oh,
tired, right?
yeah.
It's going to happen. It is
Yep.
going to happen.
Yep.
Something really cool has been happening in my head. I walked the dogs this morning, and the voice in my head said, "Look at you on time. Got the dogs walked. Great job, Heather."
Oh,
Where did that
yay.
come from? Man. So,
Yeah.
um, it, when you notice, it's making a shift. It's not
Mm-hmm.
saying I'm never allowed to have a negative thought again. If I have a negative thought again, then
Right.
I'm right, I'm a loser. No,
Yeah.
I'm making a
No,
new habit.
no,
I'm
no.
practicing something different.
I just so happen to have a bracelet on right now. And have you heard of this? I'm trying to remember, and I'm trying to remember where I heard this from, but the you can use it for what we're talking about right now. So if you're having this unhelpful thought about I am weak, okay, but the first step is to be aware of it and start to notice when it comes up. It's like, oh, take, not snap it, but literally take the bracelet off and put it onto the other wrist.
Mm.
And so as you're putting it onto the other wrist, so it's here, you say, oh, I am weak. Oh, I know I could never do that. I'm so weak. But you recognize it, you're aware of it. And so as you're shifting to the other wrist, you're changing your language to, what's believable to you and what is actually true, but you might not fully believe it. But what is believable to you? Well, I am strong, because you are strong in so many areas. You might not be strong in math right now, or you might not be strong in double digit subtraction, but you are strong even in
Mhm.
math, like we generalize,
Mhm.
myself included, so very much. But I
Mhm.
loved this idea of like neurologically, we are
Yeah,
taking the bracelet,
yeah,
we're changing the thought, and then we can start to become
yeah.
aware of like how many times a day are we switching over our
Right?
bracelet,
Yeah, your
right?
brain is starting to catch it. Your brain
Yeah,
is starting to listen and make you
yeah,
aware of when you're thinking it.
yep.
And I think, in tapping, in the EFT, they
Yes,
always start with
EFT.
that statement, right? And so you don't have to create like a fight inside of yourself. Sometimes it can be a fight to rewrite thoughts, and you're like, oh, okay,
Mm.
well then no. Even though I feel weak right now, even though
Can
I'm
you put your
telling
hand up a
myself
little
that
so I can see?
even
Yeah,
though
there we
I
go.
feel like I'm telling myself that I'm weak right now and I feel like I can't do it and it feels too hard, I can love, honor, and respect myself.
Just easy and gentle and grace. And it's called the emotional freedom technique, EFT, which
Yeah,
we'll put in the show notes for everyone if
yeah.
they want to look into that some more. But true, true,
Make it
true.
work for
Yeah.
you. It's
Yeah.
it, it's lowering that resistance between where you are and where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if it's possible for you to rewrite it and say, you know what, I am strong. I have done hard things, and that feels really true.
Yeah.
Lean into it. And if it's not available for you right now for whatever reason, you know what? I can love myself the way that I feel right now.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
How strong is that? I mean, that's a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, it's powerful. And that is where it brings in this idea of power. The door is your opportunity. It is power, it is grace. So
Mm.
that I feel like the door can represent so many things, but what you just said, being able to recognize where you are, certainly your awareness to shift it completely, or your awareness to be like, you know what, I can love myself even though I'm feeling blah 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 blah, or I can just love myself. And I know we talk a lot, and I shouldn't say you and I, but people talk a lot about this idea of like speaking to yourself as you would speak to someone you care about,
Mhm.
because it is so important because
Mhm.
all of these thoughts that we think are impacting us at the cellular level, like
Oh,
every single atom and
totally,
molecule, as
totally.
much as we don't necessarily acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I know this to be true, and I'm not a doctor. I
Mm.
play one on TV, but but that's a whole nother conversation
Yeah,
another day.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We will pick this thread
Yeah,
back
yeah.
up for
Good.
sure. But
Yep.
I love that. I'm gonna bullet point two takeaways. There's
Okay.
a ton more. One is when you catch yourself beating yourself up, do something. If you're wearing a bracelet, you can switch your bracelet. If you are not wearing
Oh,
jewelry, you
glasses.
take your glasses on, take them off. Let me
Mhm.
change my way I'm looking at the world. Do
Touch your ear.
something.
Something. Yep.
Get up, go wash your hands. I'm going to wash that right off and let that go. Do
Hmm.
something that creates a pause in the chain and make space for something different.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meet yourself where
Yep.
you are, make space for something different. And number two is to invite spirit to help you see the miracle. If you're not feeling particularly miraculous, not feeling particularly sparkly, okay, spirit, give me something, help me see it. And notice what you notice. Is that the sun shining in the window right now? Oh, it's January and I see the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a miracle.
Yes. And
And it's not
allow
like
that
we're
to change your energy.
right, right. And we're not trying to BS ourselves out of it. We're
Nope.
truly trying to acknowledge that this creation, I mean, the fact that we're able to talk to each other when you're where you are in your different state than myself,
Yep.
that is a miracle.
Yep.
Technology is a miracle. I mean, people have different thoughts about it, but I feel it's truly a miracle for us to be able to communicate like this. Yeah, it's very magical. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay. So you've given the two takeaways, which I love. People can take those if they feel good and play around with them, right? Because we're in the playground, we're
That's
in our
right.
spiritual playground. It's all about playing around with these different ideas and discussions that we're having. And certainly, if it feels good to you and you want to share or put some energy behind it, we would love to invite you to just give us a little comment about what's happening, or what have you shifted, or what have you acknowledged in yourself. Like Heather just said, even though I'm feeling blah, blah, blah right now, I can still love on myself. I still, admire myself, or I still respect myself. And any other thoughts and ideas that you have, I'm open. I love this
Yeah.
discussion.
What else do
So,
you want us to talk about?
oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Give it to us, give it to us, give it to a baby. Yeah, I would love to know what you want us to talk about because that's fun. So yeah, if are you good to go, Heather?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good to
We'll,
go too.
we'll be back in the playground soon.
Yeah, so we'll see you next time here in our spiritual playground. Bye-bye. We invite you to take this spiritual conversation and play with it in your daily life. Here are 3 things you can do to integrate this new information and make it work for you. First, give it another listen. Second, jot down anything that stands out for you. And third, pass it along to someone you care about and see where the conversation goes.
We are Heather Maguire, the unconventional intuitive, and Sue Bergman, the joyful oracle. We both guide groups, lead workshops, and retreats that create meaningful connection and spiritual growth. To connect with us and learn more about our upcoming experiences, check out the links in the show notes and consider joining us for our magical retreat every September in Winthrop, Maine.